India celebrates December 22nd as National Mathematics Day in fond memory of late Shri Srinivasa Ramanujan. Born on 22nd December 1887 to a humble family in Erode, Tamil Nadu, Ramanujan was not any ordinary genius. Most renowned mathematicians of his time refused to acknowledge his work because they could not simply believe what they saw. Ramanujan would send finished equations without any proof to mathematicians across the world, but never received a positive response from them. Mathematicians rely on proof, but Ramanujan had no proofs with him. He claimed that goddess Mahalakshmi of Namakkal herself gave him the glimpse of the equations. Ramanujan faced immense poverty and used slate and chalk to produce his results. His hunger for mathematics and lack of funds to buy reams of paper made him adapt to slate, where he would work out intuitively to arrive at profound and startling mathematical results. However, the world wasn't going to accept that. It was a stroke of luck that G.H. Hardy, a world-renowned mathematician himself, saw a glimpse of pattern in Ramanujan's work. He is known to have said, "If someone has taken such great efforts to frame such beautiful results, it could very well be true." Hardy tried to prove one of the results and found it to be correct. This led him to assume that everything else Ramanujan had documented could be correct as well. The question, however, that gave him sleepless nights was, how was Ramanujan able to see these equations in finished form? That momentary glimpse led to a long collaboration between G.H. Hardy and Ramanujan. G.H. Hardy has himself said, "I have never met his equal. With his memory, his patience and his power of calculation, he combined a power of generalization, a feeling for form, a capacity for rapid modifications of his hypothesis that were often really startling and made him, in his own peculiar field, without a rival in his day." Paul Erode, another mathematical genius of 20th century, shared G.H. Hardy's ratings on Mathematicians, where Hardy rated himself a mere 25 on 100. He further rates Littlewood, his contemporary mathematician, a 30 on 100. He rates the famous mathematician David Hilbert 80 on 100, but for Ramanujan his rating was 100 on 100. Ramanujan's lifespan was 32 years, and in this short period he developed over 3,900 extraordinary results in mathematics, which is stated to be enough to keep mathematicians busy for the next 300 years. In a 1920 letter to Hardy, Ramanujan described several new functions that behaved differently from the known theta functions, and yet closely mimicked them. Ramanujan developed a unique family of identities which he called mock theta functions. Even 100 years later, these esoteric and obscure formulae continue to tantalize mathematicians around the world. Mathematicians use the bizarre mock theta functions to explore how to make internet more secure, and physicists use them to comprehend the incomprehensible black holes and understand how fundamental particles interact with each other. Expansion of mock theta functions are now used to compute the entropy or level of disorder of black holes. Thus, even though black holes were virtually unknown during his time, Ramanujan was able to develop mathematics which may unlock their secret. Today, as we stand at the doors of realizing artificial intelligence at its highest degree, Ramanujan reminds us of the fascinating capability of human brain. So as we celebrate National Mathematics Day, let's pledge to set our calculators aside and put our imaginations to work. If Ramanujan could unlock the secrets of black holes with a slate and a chalk, imagine what you can do with your computers.